Yeah, welcome to the next session of business analytics, the applications of business analytics. So myself, I am Dr. A. M. Mahbub Basha, Associate Professor, the Department of Management Studies, Adi Shankara College of Engineering and Technology. Now, today in this session, I would like to talk about what are the various applications of business analytics and what are the main gained organizations, or they are very frequently using these business applications in their businesses. Now, I would like to say the business applications are very frequently used in customer relationship management to estimate the what would be the expected, what would be the expected aspirations of the customers in near future, what sort of products that they are trying to purchase in near future, and what about the customer attitude, the customer behavior towards that particular product, and how to make them to become a loyal customers, and how to understand the customer satisfaction level, and what are the various criteria of customer dissatisfactions, and all these things can be estimated with the help of this business analytics. So business analytics are very frequently used in customer relationship management, and even business analytics can be used as a predictive analytics to estimate the value of financial products in near future. Suppose when you talk about the company is having various shares, what would be the expected growth level of the share value in near future? What will be the expected level of growth value of commodity in near future? So we can predict what would be the value of the share in near future with the help of this business analytics. And human capital, so this business analytics will be very frequently used for estimation of human resource. What would be the expected requirement of human resource in near future, so that we can able to do this with the help of business analytics. And business analytics very frequently used in supply chain management also, and even the organized banks and unorganized banks very frequently use business analytics to predict and prevent credit fraudulent practices which are happening in the contemporary business scenarios. So bankers use business analytics to predict and prevent credit fraud practices, and manufacturers use business analytics for production planning and stock management and purchasing aspects and inventory management and manufacturing schedule estimation. In all such situations, business analytics will be very frequently used, and even retailers like Walmart also use to predict the customer behavior or the consumer behavior in their business aspects. And even pharmaceutical firms use business analytics to introduce a sophisticated life-saving drugs into the market. Even business analytics will be very frequently used by online businesses to track the customer reviews. The best example, Amazon using business analytics to track the reviews from the customers and to understand the customer requirements with the help of word cloud analytics and sentiment analysis. These two are the two different algorithms, the word cloud analytics and sentiment analytics. Sentiment algorithm, or these two are the two different algorithms which will fall under business analytics to estimate what would be the what would be the opinion of the customers towards a various category of the products which are available in online. So very frequently we might have seen a customer reviews, 5-star rating, 4-star rating, 3-star rating to a particular product. When you buy a product in online, you might have seen this kind of reviews. This is what we call it as the word cloud analytics or sentiment analytics, very frequently used by Amazon, Flipkart, Snapdeal, and these kind of big online shoppers will use business analytics very frequently. And even we can see the bankers use business analytics to prevent and predict credit fraudulent practices. That's what we call it as the logistics management, logistic regression analysis. The algorithm, we call it as logistic regression analysis. So with this, we can able to predict what would be the possibility rate of the default of a customer to a banker when he takes the loan from the bank. What would be the rate of default? What would be the rate of default? So all these all are the most possible areas of business analytics. So I'm going for the next slide, wait. And very most frequently business analytics will be used for the estimation of a future price and the estimation of future costing decisions. For this, we will use the mother of business analytics. That's what we call it as the predictive analytics. What would be the expected change of the price of a product in near future? What would be the expected change of a cost of a particular product in near future? So that's the reason why business analytics, it is a mother of all predictive analytics. Very frequently this regression concept will be used in business analytics. So most applicable areas of business analytics, which includes pricing and costing, decision estimation in advance, what will happen in future, and financial derivatives and financial market analysis, stock market price analysis, what would be the expected level of change of the market derivatives or market stock prices in near future. And business analytics most frequently used in supply chain management also, and very frequently used for the customer relationship management, human resource planning, enterprise resource planning. In all such areas, the business analytics are very frequently used. So I would like to show you here few examples where the gained organizations like McDonald's, the way how they are using this business analytics in their businesses. With access to data on consumer behavior, companies can learn what prompts a customer to stick around longer, as well as learn more about their customer characteristics, behaviors, attitudes towards the company products, and making the habit of purchase as a repeated manner to maintain a longer relationship with the customers. So what McDonald's will do here, in the sense, the McDonald's will track the customer related information from various sources. Once again, I need to admit all. Yeah, McDonald's will track the customer related details from various sources, from internet sources, from non-internet sources, from literature sources. They will collect the opinion from the customers from various sources, and they will try to understand what are the customers' attitudes, behaviors, and a tendency towards the McDonald's company products, and what we can able to provide them to make them a loyal customers, or to make them to become a loyal customers, and how to make a long lasting relationship with the customer. How to make a long lasting relationship with the customer. So for this purpose, the concept we will use in our programming or in Python, the concept we call it as the behavioral analytics. The behavioral analytics we will use in our programming or else in Python for understanding the customer attitude, customer behavior, customer tendency, customer characteristics of a particular product, which helps the manufacturer to maintain longer relationship in future course of actions, which gives maximum profits to the organization. So McDonald's tracks vast amount of data in order to improve operations and boost the customer experience. The company looks at factors such as the design of drive-through, information provided on the menu, waiting time of the customer, the size of the orders placed by the customer, the variety of orders placed by the customer, and the customer satisfaction towards that particular product. Such kind of data will be gathered from the customers and may be kept in the form of rows and columns in Excel sheet, and may be analyzed with the help of R programming or from Python to understand the customer behavior, so that they can able to maintain the customers for longer time period. So the McDonald's use the concept of behavioral analytics. Okay, now I am going for the next example. When you talk about this, Walmart's also will fall under the same characteristic, the same the way of customer behavior understanding, but the Walmart will segment the customers according to their requirements, according to their passion. They will try to segment the customers into different segments by accessing data about the customers from multiple sources such as social media data and transaction history of the customer. Customers, companies can better segment and target their customers and start to make personalized offers to those customers. Walmart combines public data, social media data, internet data, and data from friends and data from customers. They will collect the data from online. So they will try to segment the customers into different categories, so that they are trying to understand the customer requirements, what makes them to become more satisfied, and what makes them to maintain a longer relationship with the customer, so that they can gain maximum products, they can gain maximum profits. This is what we called segmentorial analytics. Segmentorial analytics in customer segmentation process. Now, even the business analytics will be used in southernwest.com, flight services company, using business analytics as a predictive analytics to estimate what would be the expected rate of booking of tickets in near future. What would be the expected rate of booking of tickets in near future, so that they can able to gather the factors of business to run in an effective manner. Suppose the booking of suits in restaurants, and the allotment of food to the passengers, and the providing all sorts of amenities to the customers. They can guess all such kind of benefits in advance, right? So Southwest company use business analytics as a predictive analytics. What would be the expected level of, what would be the expected rate of booking of tickets in near future? So that's how the Southwest company is using business analytics, which will fall under predictive analytics. And one more, this Southwest company use business analytics through sensor systems, machine generated data. Company can identify when a malfunction has happened in the flights. so that it can create hazards to the passengers. So unexpectedly, if any malfunction was happened in the engines of flights, right, automatically it can create, hazards or dangers to the passengers. So this predictive analytics or business analytics will be used by arranging certain sorts of sensors. By using machine generated data, they can guess in advance what would be the malfunctioning of flight services in near future, so that they can identify in advance, they can rectify that particular mistake, and they can render a better services to the customers. So Southwest analyzes sensor data on their planes in order to identify patterns that indicate a potential malfunction or safety issues of the flights. So the Southwest company using predictive analytics method in business analytics. So in predictive analytics, the mother of predictive analytics, we call it as the regression analysis. The mother of predictive analytics, we call it as the regression analysis. So even this flight services also using very frequently this predictive analytics. Now, when you say this, Procter and Gamble company using market basket analysis and pricing optimization technique. By quickly pulling data together from multiple sources, retailers can better optimize their product selection and pricing, as well as decide when to target ads. Now, P&G uses simulation model and predictive analytics. That's what we call the word cloud analytics. Now, you should know what is word cloud analytics. Word cloud analytics, it is an algorithm. Suppose when you buy any company product, you will have an opinion in your mind, right? Positive opinion, negative opinion, neutral opinion. Positive words, negative words, neutral words. Suppose when you buy any company product, you will have three different kinds of opinions: positive opinion, negative opinion, neutral opinion. Positive words, negative words, and neutral words. The same thing you are trying to write in review block. The same thing you are trying to write in review block. Suppose if you buy any product from Amazon.com, what you are trying to do, you are trying to write the review over there. You're trying to write the review over there. Excellent product, good product, worst product, price is very high, quality of the product is very poor. This is what we call it as the opinion of the customer. The opinion of the customer. So the opinion of the customer, it's classified into three categories: positive opinion, negative opinion, and neutral opinion. So positive words, negative words, and neutral words. By taking these three different kinds of opinions, we can conduct an analysis. That's what we call it as word cloud analytics. That's what we call it as word cloud analytics. The word cloud analytics will give you, overall from 10,000 customers, what are their opinion, whether they are having positive opinion, negative opinion, neutral opinion about that particular product. Suppose 1 lakh customers, what are their opinion towards our company product, whether it is positive opinion, negative opinion, neutral opinion. So this algorithm, we call it as the word cloud analytics. The word cloud analytics are sentiment analytics, very frequently used by Procter and Gamble, Amazon.com, Snapdeal, Flipkart.com, and so many companies will use this word cloud analytics or sentiment analytics very frequently in their business. So anyway, you should know that even the retailers, Procter and Gamble, household retailers, very frequently use this analytics for market basket analysis and pricing optimization. What would be the exact price? What would be the best price to fix a particular product? What would be the best price to fix a particular product? That's what we called the pricing optimization. What would be the best price in the contemporary and competitive world to fix a particular product? You need to understand the competitive prices in market, and finally need to come to a conclusion what would be the best price to fix a particular product. That's what we call the concept of pricing optimization and market basket analysis. So P&G also use a concept of market basket analysis or word cloud analytics or sentiment analytics. And even Coca-Cola company also use business analytics very frequently in a extensive manner. Like Coca-Cola uses an algorithm to ensure that its orange juice has a consistent taste throughout the year. Whatever the juice that they included in the bottle, whether it is having consistent taste throughout the year, the algorithm incorporates satellite imagery, crop yields, consumer preferences, and details about the flavors that makes up a particular fruit in order to determine how the juice should be blended. Even the Coca-Cola company, a food beverage, a company will use analytics in an extensive manner. And even I already told you, the predict security threats, the concept, Amazon online retailer will use business analytics in an extensive manner. The big data analytics can track trends in security breaches and allow companies to proactively go after threats before they strike. When more than 1.5 billion items in its catalog, Amazon will scrutinize the items with the help of word cloud analytics or sentiment analytics to identify which product is having positive opinion, which product is having negative opinion, which product is having neutral opinion. Even 1.5 billion items catalog provided by the Amazon will maintain each and every product in an effective manner with the help of review system in online. And even the bankers use analytics. Very frequently for fraud detection. Financial firms use big data. Financial firms use analytics to detect the fraud transactions which are happening in the banking transactions. So for fraud detection purpose, we will use analytics in banking sector also. And even we can use business analytics in banking sector to identify the defaulters. Defaulters in the sense what? When someone takes a loan from the bank, whether the candidate can repay the loan amount which has been taken by the bank, whether if a particular some X person has taken a loan from bank, whether he is having a capability to repay the loan amount to the bankers, that's what we call them as defaulters. So we call them as defaulters. If the candidate does not pay, does not repay the amount to the bankers, one who has taken loan from the bank, if he has not been paid amount to the bankers, we call them as defaulters. So such kind of people also we can able to identify by using business analytics. And even the one more example, John Deere farming firm also use business analytics very frequently. Sensor placed on John Deere equipments along with the historical and real-time data on soil conditions, the weather and the crop features are all used together to help farmers determine where and when to plant to get the highest yield and how to boost the efficiency of their work to reduce fuel costs. And even Aurora Healthcare Company also uses business analytics very frequently. What would be the lifespan of the patient? How many days a particular patient can live? Suppose we might have seen nowadays the corona has been playing a very big role in society, right? Even if someone attacked by corona, with this business analytics you can able to understand from how many days maximum a candidate can live after attacked by a particular disease. Suppose a person is being attacked by cancer, right? With this business analytics, you can predict in advance how many days this particular cancer patient can live maximum. Suppose whether the candidate can live maximum 30 days or the candidate can live maximum 40 days. What would be the lifespan of the candidate after attacked by a particular disease? Suppose the cancer. Even we can able to calculate the number of days a person can live, right? So with the help of business analytics, you can able to understand, you can able to predict in advance so how many days a particular candidate can live.